Welcome back to another Steam Year in Review, this time 2023. It's been another busy year. We're going to take a quick look through this. Not going to take as long as I did last year, I don't think. So we played 35 games, apparently 19 of which were new. I didn't do all of these on stream, it must be said. Some of these were just casual, but it's pretty indicative. Got 173 achievements unlocked. It's kind of what I go after when I'm playing these sorts of things. Half and half, keyboard and controller. So there you go. Persona 5 Strikers I've been getting into over the last kind of quarter of the year, I guess, so that's why that's so big up there. I've been really enjoying playing through that. Power Simulator, of course, I do a lot of stream. We're gonna be finishing that off hopefully soon. So we finished going through with the basic washer, that was a bit of a slog. Now we're going through with the Pro Washer and finishing off everything much quicker. And there's also been a lot of the DLC. There's been like the Back to Future DLC, there was the SpongeBob DLC, kind of came out of nowhere. Valheim I was playing earlier on in the year, don't think I ever streamed it. That's a bit of fun. I think it's still in early access. Once it fully releases, we might actually play through that. So achievement, apparently the median is only 16. And the median of games played is only 4. I guess that a lot of people just play the same game a lot. Which is fair. I don't, generally. New releases, sure, whatever. That's kind of a random stat. What we got? You are what you play. Survival crafting and open world. Yeah, funny that. Yeah, we'll be playing Icarus later. That kind of fits into that as well. JRPG, a lot of that as well. Automobile sim. You do surprise me. Top played games, so yeah, Persona Strikers, as you can see, just over the last few months, basically. Which, achievements hidden by peripheral preferences, apparently, there you go. I got all of them. Though the last one was a slog. There was one to get all of the Bond levels. That you have to basically play through on merciless difficulty and just grind. Kind of fun, it must be said, but a little bit repetitive. But I was just doing it kind of as an aside while doing other things. Power Simulator, pretty even spread. December says nothing, but that's because this finished up before I did the Christmas DLC. So there is the Santa's Workshop gameplay that we had on here. Just doesn't count on this, apparently. Be interesting to know, I guess, when they do one of these. Like last year, any gameplay after that point must just get rolled into January, so next year there'll be January from doing that, presumably. So yeah, we had the SpongeBob DLC there, Con Street, got all achievements for that. There was, what else? There's the Back to the Future DLC ones, of course. Got all the achievements on that. Made a guide kind of to help people find those, because there's a couple that aren't quite so obvious. And completed the career mode, so that was doing our basic washer. We actually did that using only the basic washer. And we're almost at that point again. There's the finale, in fact. We're almost at that point again with the Pro Washer, which should be a much quicker time. That took me like 10 hours or something with the basic washer, that map. It'll probably take me 2, hopefully, this time around. Valheim, as you can see, only in January. There was a bunch of kind of work friends who were playing through that as well, so we were collaborating a bit on that, but that kind of fell off pretty quickly. If nothing else, we kind of experienced all there was to experience, and as I say, early access. They've been doing updates throughout the year, but nothing significant enough to just bring us back into the game. Euro Truck Sim, of course, spot the DLC releases pretty much, and there's been even more kind of in December now as well. Subnautica we picked up again, did some of the randomizer through Razor One's rando mod, so we'll hopefully get back into doing a bit of that. I've also got a couple of ideas of other gameplay sessions that we might do for that. I kind of want to do just like basically like a casual playthrough again. I just need to try and forget, or at least pretend that I've forgotten everything that I know about the game, and just jump in and just play through it like procedurally. As you might be expected to, and to repair the radio, pay attention to the logs that you get, use those to inform your decisions of where to go, because even when I was playing it casually the first time round, I'm notorious for just going off and doing random things, and kind of doing things that I probably am not supposed to yet. I do that a lot in games and get into a lot of trouble, and I feel that he'd probably be a little bit more risk averse on a strange planet with his life on the line. So it'd be interesting to kind of put myself in the shoes and mask, put myself in the fins of Riley and play through it differently. Well, it's playtime by month. It's kind of annoying that it only shows the playtime of those games as a stacked graph instead of also including all the rest. It'd be nice if you could see everything else that you played, because I played like 30 odd games. Playtime with a controller, Strikers, Truck Sim, Persona, and Journey. Longest daily streak. Really? Is that all? I don't know. I feel that's probably because I was also doing a lot of things on Game Pass. It's also pretty common that at least one weekend day I won't play anything. So there we go, here's the whole lot. Presumably in order of gameplay, I'm not sure. Assassin's Creed Origins I was playing through off stream. I was also mostly just doing the discovery mode on it, which is really cool. You learn a lot about ancient Egypt. Would recommend. Sonority, which I picked up again and actually did a couple of speedruns for. Did one in a charity event, a charity marathon. So go find that if you haven't watched it already. Witcher we played a bit of, need to get back into that. X4 we picked up for the first time, and it was alright. It was okay. I kind of, I don't know, preferred Everspace, to be honest, to Everspace 2. I need to play a lot more of Everspace 2, because that was good fun, but that's largely one that I'll play off stream. Black Desert we played a little bit of again, always keep coming to that every now and then. Spin Rhythm is a game that we picked up after one of the GDQs. They had a feature on it, and it's just a bit of fun. It's nothing too involved. It's a rhythm game, but you just kind of move a thing back and forth between different coloured tracks that are coming towards you. It's a really kind of just... Obviously you can play it super hardcore, but I found that it was just a chill game to do while watching other things. Call of the Wild the Angler we did a video on. I might get back into that at some point. Mail Time we did a series on and played through that. I was wondering about speedrunning that. Didn't in the end. Still maybe. We'll see. Still got it installed. Panorama picked up on a whim and really enjoyed it. It's not a hugely involved game, but again, a nice little time passer. Don't know why it says Civ 3 complete. I think I must have just jumped into it purely for lols. I think I was just comparing graphics or something. Tavern Master picked up. That's still in early access, I think. I'm not sure, but it's a good bit of fun. Little resource management. So along the same lines as Coffee Shop Tycoon. It's just medieval Tabman, modern coffee shop. Terra Nil we've done a video on. I hope to get back and play through a bit more of that. May or may not. Probably won't stream it, but I might do some videos on it. City of Beats is another kind of rhythm style game. It's kind of like Cadence of Hyrule in that sort of respect. It's that style of rhythm game, like isometric, move and attack to the rhythm that's going on. I find it hard to coordinate myself with those sorts of things, to be honest, but it was still fun. A cool setting, and it's a roguelike as well. Like, you play through as far as you can get in a map, unlock points and collect things, go back, upgrade yourself more, try again, which is always a bit of fun. Icarus, of course, we're playing that again now. Wooloop is a really calming little game where you basically are just looping wool around pins. It sounds really weird, but it's actually really relaxing. Would recommend. You just chuck on some chill soundtrack and just have a bit of fun, just idly moving your hand. It would be really good on a touchscreen, that's for sure. Like, it's fine with a mouse, it would be really good with a touchscreen. Band rolls kind of along similar lines as Spin Rhythm. There's like a rolling ball and you're jumping between different tracks. It's actually quite hard, but quite fun. Capybara Spa is so relaxing. It's so cute. I don't think I did a video on that. I should have. I might still. We'll see. But it's very chill. Would recommend. Get it on sale because I think it's kind of like $20 or something, and for that, doesn't feel quite worth it. If you get it on a heavy discount, then worth the time. Beat Saber needs no explanation. Below Zero. Can't even remember why I played that. I think I just jumped into it to do some experimentation. I need to do a speedrun of that still. Maybe before the end of the year. We'll see. I wouldn't hold my breath. Not sure why I played Beyond Earth again. I've already got all the achievements for it. Probably just felt like it at some point. The music in that game is incredible. It's worth playing just for that alone, really. Ragnarok, another VR game. City Skylines I jumped back into because I started playing Skylines 2 on Game Pass, and honestly felt that it wasn't great. It stressed my machine way too much and didn't look all that great for it. Went back and played the first one and enjoyed it more. So there you go. There's my glowing review of Skylines 2. Play the first one if you've got it. If you don't have the first one, sure, you play the second one, because why wouldn't you? You always play the newest one if you don't have it in the series in the first place. But if you have the first one, I'm not sure it justifies the upgrade, especially if you have a lot of the DLCs that add a lot of content, because that'll start dribbling out probably for the second one, and you may as well just enjoy the more complete experience in the first one for the time being. Call of the Wild, good bit of fun. Meant to be like a hardcore hunting game, I treat it more like a chill walking simulator. So it's just fun to jump into and appreciate the scenery sometimes. I've played it before, might have some videos on YouTube I think. Might do it on stream again at some point, we'll see. It's more just kind of chill background gaming though. So yeah, and that is it. I think there's not been as much covered in the year in review as was last year. I feel that there was a lot more in-depth stuff. I think they did more of a breakdown perhaps. That, or I'm looking at it from the view of someone looking at my review as opposed to looking at my own stuff, so maybe there's more information if I actually logged in. But yeah, that was this year. What I've also done is found that this year's Game Pass ones, this is my stream relevant one generally. Anyone who's watched any of my streams will definitely recognise the likes of Power Wash Sim and Truck Simulator, Subnautica. American Truck Simulator should almost be on here as well, quite frankly. It must have only just missed out. But yeah, I mean, it comes in next on that one. So, yeah, but then casually Game Pass is the other thing that I have. So this is my Microsoft Game Pass account. So we only played 9 games total. But so this is where, as you can see, I played City Skylines 2, Microsoft Flight Simulator. You can play pretty much all of these, I think, you play for free using Game Pass. So $12.99 NZ a month or something like that. And you get all of these to play. And yeah, that's how I started playing the Persona games, because I wasn't sure whether I'd like them, but hey, when they're free, you just play them and find out. So, top 5% for hours played, apparently. Well. And as you can see, once I started getting into the Persona games, I really got into the Persona games. So, we've got all of the achievements on there, including the super rare ones. 334 hours. Some of that was idle time, with it just like running on my computer and me not actively playing it. But otherwise it's because I went back and did a New Game Plus as well. I was doing like an all achievements playthrough. And that requires a New Game Plus. Ditto Persona 5 Royal. I'm surprised that didn't actually exceed Golden. I'm curious as to why that is less. But hey, who knows. I guess the dungeons in Persona 4 do take a bit more grinding to get through, and it's a little bit more chance when it comes to finding things to fuse your personas together. Royal's a lot more forgiving in that regard. And then Portable, interestingly that's so much less, because you have to do 2 playthroughs on that, one on each gender, in order to unlock all the achievements. But and Tartarus is also a pain in the ass to crawl through. But I guess overall the gameplay is smoother. And when you're doing a New Game Plus playthrough, in Portable especially, there's not much to do a lot of the time. Everything moves not quite automatically, but your night times are almost entirely free. Especially after you finish the social links. I found the female one much better for that than the male one. And that's it. That's it for that. I've also got a PlayStation 1, but there's not much more on that. Pretty much just the same games, because once I played through these on Game Pass, I then picked them up on PlayStation and played through them again on there. That's how much I enjoyed playing them. So yeah, that is my year in review. I should probably take a look at my Patreon goals and see what I've done. Off the top of my head, we've completed the Basic Washer Challenge. That was one of my main goals for this year. We've started the Pro Wash Challenge and almost finished that as well. We've kept up to date with all of the Truck Sim community events, I'm fairly sure. Still need to finish Kansas. but that's not too big. That'll probably be finished this weekend around just New Year's Eve or something. I wanted to do more map exploration in the truck sim games. I haven't done those. Those will maybe happen next year. They might happen more over the next couple of years, to be honest, and quite possibly they'll happen offline because a lot of that just jumping around and driving down random back roads is not desperately exciting to watch. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. We also have the... what else was it that I was trying to achieve? Well, Below Zero Speedrun, which I have not done. That we'll try and do. I was trying to do more unique games. That was the one. I was trying to do different games, pretty much one a month, doing a specific video on that. We've managed a couple, really. Like, we started off with, that's where Witcher came in. We played through the starting zone of The Witcher 3 again. That's where that came in at the start of the year. We've revisited Sonority. We played Mail Time, did count. The Angler counts, I guess. Terra Nil counts. And we've played a few others, but never actually did a recording for them. So, we'll see. Oh, Everspace 2. That's another one, actually. So we're probably halfway there. I'll give myself a half point on that one. Maybe we'll do more this year. We'll see. Overall, on the home front, my daughter's health has been much better, which on the one hand is great, obviously. Fewer hospital visits. On the other hand, that means I have less time to do streaming, because when she's in hospital, I've got nothing else to do but do silly recordings of things. So it kind of cuts both ways. But we're trying to fit more of this sort of thing around work and home life anyway, because I want to get into a bit of a routine. We'll never get to do this full time or anything, but I hope to make it more of a regular and well-scheduled habit. Anyway. Thank you very much for joining me for my year in review, and I hope to see you next year for more of both the same and different games. Happy New Year, everyone.